Hi students, good morning everyone. Now we are going to talk about Unit 10 Matter Around Us. First one, so matter is a very important point. First point, what is the matter and classification of matter. First one, on the basis of the physical state, matter is classified into three main types. There are solids, liquids, and gases. Listen, my dear students. On the basis of the physical state, matter is classified into three main types. There are solids, liquids, and gases. On the basis of chemical composition, matter is classified into two main types. Listen, on the basis of chemical composition, matter is classified into two main types. There are pure substance and mixtures. There are pure substance and mixtures. Pure substance are of two types. There are elements and compounds. Mixtures are of two types. There are homogeneous mixtures and heterogeneous mixtures. Matter classified into two types: pure substance and mixtures. Pure substance classified into two types: elements and compounds. And mixtures classified into two types: homogeneous mixtures and heterogeneous mixtures. What is the pure substance and what is the mixture? Define pure substance. Is a substance which consists of a single type of substance, element or compound. For example, element or compound. For example, iron, copper, hydrogen, oxygen. It's a single substance. It's a substance which consists of a single type of substance is called pure substance. What is the mixture? Is a substance which consists two or more pure substance. Two or more pure substance is called mixture. Sea water, minerals, soil, air, glucose water, and etc. Difference between pure substance and mixtures. First point, pure substance consists of a single type of substance. Mixture consists of a two or more pure substance. Second point, pure substance cannot be separated into other substance by physical methods. Mixtures can be separated into its components by physical methods. Third point, pure substance has its own definite properties. Mixtures shows the properties of its components. Types of mixtures. Two types of mixtures. First one homogeneous, second one heterogeneous. What is the homogeneous mixtures? Is a mixture which has a uniform composition. The particles of the mixture are not visible by the naked eye. The particles cannot be separated by filtration. The mixture is stable. The path of a beam of light is not visible in the mixture. For example, mixture of sugar in water and mixture of salt in water and mixture of copper sulfate in water and for etc. Heterogeneous mixtures which has a non-uniform composition. The particles are visible by naked eye. The particles can be separated by filtration. The mixture is unstable. The path of beam of light is visible in the mixture. For example, mixture of salt and sand and mixture of sulfur and iron fillings and mixture of oil and water, etc. What is the true solution? The true solution is an important question. What is the true solution? True solution is a homogeneous mixtures of two or more substances. A solution is a solvent and solute as its components. The component in the larger amount is the solvent and the component is the lesser amount is the solute. For example, solution of salt in water. So salt is a solute and water is a solvent. Larger amount of solvent and lesser amount of solute. And another one example, solution of sugar in water. and etc. So properties of true solution. True solution is a homogeneous mixture. The particles cannot be seen by the naked eye. The solid particles cannot be separated by filtration. The solid particles do not settle down and the solution is stable. The particles do not scatter a beam of light passing through it and the path of light is not visible in the solution. And fifth one, colloidal solution. A colloidal solution is a heterogeneous mixture of two or more substances. For example, mixture of starch in water and mixture of egg, albumin in water, milk, air containing dust and smoke, etc. Properties of colloidal solution. Colloidal solution is a heterogeneous mixture. The particles cannot be seen by the naked eye. The solid particles cannot be separated by filtration. The solid particles do not settle down and the solution is stable. The particles scatter a beam of light passing through it and the path of light is visible in the solution. And another one, suspension. A suspension is a heterogeneous mixture of two or more substances. Solids, for example, solids of sand in water and solids of chalk powder in water and etc. Properties of suspension. Suspension is a heterogeneous mixture. The particles can be seen by the naked eye. The solid particles can be separated by filtration. The solid particles settle down and the solution is unstable. The particles scatter a beam of light passing through it and the path of light is visible in the solution. This is suspension, some of the pictures. Solid particles can be separated by filtration and solid particles settle down and the solution is unstable. Solid particles scatter light and the path of light is visible. It's a very important 5-mark questions. Tyndall effect. Very important 5-mark question. What is the Tyndall effect? Important question 5-mark and 3-mark question. When a beam of light is passed through a colloidal solution, the colloidal particles scatter the beam of light and the path of light becomes visible in the solution. This effect is called Tyndall effect. Tyndall effect can be seen when light enters a room through a small hole due to scattering of light by the dust and smoke particles. Tyndall effect can be seen in a dense forest due to scattering of light by water droplets in the mist. It's a very important. Again, one more time. When a beam of light is passed through a colloidal solution, the colloid particles scatter the beam of light and the path of light becomes visible in the solution. The effect is called Tyndall effect. Tyndall effect can be seen when light enters a room through a small hole due to scattering of light by the dust and smoke particles. The Tyndall effect can be seen in a dense forest due to scattering of light by water droplets in the mist. See, next two important one, concentration of a solution. The concentration of a solution is the amount of solute present in a given amount of the solvent or solution. Calculation, concentration of a solution, amount of solute divided by amount of solute or solvent. Listen, concentration of a solution, amount of solute divided by amount of solvent or solution. The concentration of a solution can be expressed as mass by mass percentage or as mass by volume percentage. Equation, mass by mass percent of a solution, mass of solute divided by mass of solution into 100. Mass by volume percentage of solution, mass of solid divided by volume of solution into 100. What is the saturated solution and unsaturated solution? First one, saturated solution. What is the saturated solution? Saturated solution is a solution which cannot dissolve any more of solid at a given temperature. What is the solubility? Solubility of a substance is the amount of solid present in a saturated solution of the substance. What is the unsaturated solution? It's a solution which can dissolve some more of the solid at a given temperature. It's unsaturated which cannot dissolve any more of solid at a given temperature. Unsaturated solution which can dissolve some more of the solid at a given temperature. Next one, separating the components of a mixture. The components of a heterogeneous mixture can be separated by simple methods like hand picking and sieving and filtration, etc. But sometimes special techniques are used to separate the components of mixtures: evaporation, centrifugation and decantation, and sublimation and centrifugation and chromatography, and last one, distillation and fractional distillation. First one, evaporation. This method is used for separating a volatile component. It's a very important point. Separating a volatile component from a non-volatile component by heating the mixture. So, volatile component acts as solvent, non-volatile component acts as solute. Okay. Ink is a mixture of a dye and water. If some ink is heated in a dish, the water evaporates and the dye is left in the dish. Similarly, which can separate a mixture of salt and water or sugar and water by evaporation. And centrifugation. The method of separating denser particles and lighter particles from a mixture by using a centrifuging machine and is called centrifugation. For example, if we take some milk in a centrifuging machine and spin it rapidly, the cream separates from the milk because cream is less dense than milk. And dissentation using separating funnel. The method is used for separating a mixture of immiscible liquids. Liquids separate into different layers depending on their densities. For example, if we take a mixture of kerosene oil and water in a separating funnel, it forms separate layers of oil and water. The water can be separated by opening the stopcock. After the water flows out, the stopcock cannot be closed. Sublimation is a very important question. Sublimation. What is the sublimation? The method is used to separate a mixture of a sublimate component from a non-sublimable component by heating the mixture. For example, if a mixture of ammonium chloride and common salt is heated, the ammonium chloride is sublimates and can be cooled and solidified and collected and salt is left behind. So very important, another one, chromatography. This method is used for separating colored components from a liquid by using a filter paper or floating paper. For example, put a drop of ink near one end of a strip of filter paper and dip the end of the paper in the test tube containing water. Ink is a mixture of two or more colored components. The component which is more soluble in water rises faster and gets separated. And another one, distillation. This method is used for separating a mixture of miscible liquids by boiling the mixture and cooling the condensing the vapors. Simple distillation. Two types of distillation: simple distillation and fractional distillation. First one, simple distillation, is used for separating a mixture of two miscible liquids having sufficient difference in their boiling points. For example, if a mixture of acetone and water is heated in a distillation apparatus, the acetone, which has a lower boiling point than water, first boils and cools and condenses and is separate from the water. And another one, fractional distillation, is used for separating a mixture of two or more mixable liquids whose difference in boiling point is less than 25 Kelvin. The apparatus used for fractional distillation is similar to that used for simpler distillation, except that a fractionating column is fitted between the distillation flask and condenser. The fractionating column has a glass beads which increase the surface for the vapors to cool and condense. Fractional distillation is used for separating the components of petroleum, separating the different gases from air, etc. And separation of compounds of air. Air is a mixture of gases. The compounds of air can be separated by fractional distillation. Air is compressed by increasing the pressure and cooled by decreasing the temperature to get liquid air. The liquid air is then allowed to warm up slowly in a fractional distillation column. Then the different components separate at different heights depending on the different boiling points. Air compressed and cooled by increasing pressure and decreasing temperature. Liquid air allowed to warm up slowly in fractional distillation column. Gases get separated of different heights. Next one, purification of solids and crystallization. Crystallization is the process of obtaining a pure solid in the form of crystals from its solution. By crystallization, we can obtain pure copper sulfate from its solution. Dissolve about 5 grams of copper sulfate in minimum amount of water. Filter the solution to remove the impurities. Evaporate the solution in a china dish. To get a saturated solution, cover the solution with a filter paper and allow it to cool. Pure copper sulfate crystals are formed. Types of pure substance, element and mixtures. First one, two types of pure substance and elements and components. What is the elements? It's a basic form of matter which cannot be broken down into simpler substance by chemical reactions. Listen, it's a basic form of matter which cannot be broken down into simpler substances by chemical reactions. Elements are of three types. There are metals, non-metals and metallites. Properties of metals. They have luster. There are malleable and ductile. There are good conductors of heat and electricity. There are sonorous, for example ions, aluminum, zinc, etc. Properties of non-metals. They do not have luster. There are not malleable of ductile. There are pure conductors of heat and electricity. There are not sonorous. For example, hydrogen, oxygen, like nitrogen, etc. And properties of metallites. Metallites are elements which show some properties of metals and some properties of non-metals. For example, boron, silicon, germanium, etc. Students, today homework questions in science. Listen, my dear students, today homework questions in science. First one, write the difference between elements and compounds and give an example for each. Second question, explain Tyndall effect and Brownian movement with the suitable diagram. Third one, difference between absorption and absorption. And second question, define sublimation. Okay, so the first two questions are very important 5-mark question. Last two questions are very important 2-mark questions and 3-mark question. Okay, listen, my dear students, today's homework in science, 2 5-mark questions and 2 3-mark questions. Students, watch this video 2 or 3 times so that you can understand and the concept well. My dear students, today homework question, totally 4 question, 2 5 mark question and 2 3 mark question. Here I give 4 questions for you. So you have to think and answer these questions and write these questions and answers 3 times in your homework note, and also write a test in your science test note and send it to my WhatsApp number. Okay students, if you understand. Okay, thank you students, God bless you.